honest, I thought it was going to be like more tears and everything, but I think all the tears happened over the past 3 weeks just leading up into this. It was so emotional that now it was just about enjoying it. So it's great. I'm so thankful.
Can you talk about how much you thought about this tournament and this moment, especially in the last 4 years?
You know what? Since 2012, I can't tell you how physically and emotionally and mentally heartbreaking it was. I mean, the only memory I had of Iowa was like just tears, and I didn't want to come back here. But I think it was good to kind of come back and you start making these comparisons and seeing areas that you've improved or you've grown. It's like a New Year's resolution. Like, you have to look back on the year, but imagine looking back over 4 years. Like, things 3 years ago, 2 years ago that I forgot about, I was like, wait, I was like this back then, or this back then 3 years ago would have affected me, and now it doesn't. And so it was just so cool. Just God just showed me like, hey, slow. It's called win a battle, take a bite. Like, win a battle, have a little piece of dessert, like kind of like stop and change perspective and just appreciate where you are and how far you've come on the route to where you want to go. So
we talked after Worlds, and you seem confident about changing weight classes to the Olympic weight class. How did that transition go for you?
Yeah, at Worlds, I mean, everything went perfectly. My weight was light. I felt like I could have made weight then. Obviously, things are never perfect. Circumstances. I did this awesome lifting program with my coach Charles, and I put on tons of muscle. I felt great. Then, I was working on technique. We were traveling overseas a lot, and just my weight saw a lot of fluctuations during those times where training was, different focus. It wasn't just about cutting weight, and I was always on the diet. Eric is amazing with my nutrition, but all of a sudden it was like getting closer, and I was like, I don't think I can make 53. I don't know, and my team had total confidence in me, and they were like, no, just stick to this plan. And it's scary because I'm a wrestler. That's my profession. That's what I'm expected to do, to know. But to know the diet stuff, or to know my body this well, to know, okay, if I eat this whitefish as opposed to chicken, does that affect something? What kind of vegetables should I be eating? It was like totally out of my element. If I didn't have the team of coaches and mentors and people that I had, I don't know how I would have done this on my own.
How do you feel about
your matches today were technical falls?
Yeah.
Did you expect to be dominant today?
I don't put expectations on things at the tournament. I mean, to me, I'm like, I'll strategize however. If I win 2-0, awesome. Like, maybe that was a strategy that I needed to win. You don't always score a lot of points. I think my style, just the results come with a lot of points because I find a lot of openings. But I don't come with that focus. Really, I'm like, the work's been done throughout the year. I have a really strict wrestling coach in Valentin, and then I'm strict on myself. So I think the amount of points just kind of reflects the training that we do, where I can capitalize on positions and get those points. But my main focus coming out here, enjoy, have fun, and that's what you gotta do to win.
How do you feel about the next step in Mongolia and really getting that spot now?
You know what? When the weight didn't get qualified, and part of that, I didn't wrestle in Pan Ams, I pulled out, and I thought I was feeling really guilty, like I let my country down. But then I was like, I can't force my body to make this weight if it can't get, if I can't make it right now. So it's better to have more time to get it done for this. Have this tournament to feel out, like, what does it feel like finally being at 53, and then I feel more prepared for Mongolia. I'm right back on my diet after this, although I'm allowed to have red meat tonight, so that's exciting. But besides, and so I think also making weight is going to help it be a little easier the second time around. They say normally the first time's the hardest, so I knew in the back of my mind, you gotta take it step by step, you gotta make this team first, but I have always been kind of planning for Mongolia, okay, this next step, what am I packing, what am I doing, so I just like to be prepared.